Protiviti's The Modern CIO video series brings the evolving challenges and opportunities facing CIOs into focus. In just 5 minutes, get executive-level commentary on compliance, risk, digital transformation, and how to lead through disruption.
Third-party transparency is so critical today for a variety of different reasons, most of which is to protect your ecosystem and how you deliver products and services to your clients. The reality of the situation is we're all facing new threats, new vectors every single day. And how we manage those risks is not a protective measure, but more of a proactive measure in today's environment. We have to be in a position where we understand where our threats may be coming from to be able to build the resilience capabilities to say, how are we going to manage this when something does happen? Because the reality is something will happen. And we have to be able to react to that and be in a position to be able to then provide those products and services directly to our customers. When we think about key third-party resilience capabilities, it starts with a couple of key concepts. But the reality is everybody's going to have business continuity plans. Everybody's going to have disaster recovery plans. They've all been tested. They've all shown that they work. The fact of the matter is, when an event happens, all of those get thrown out the window. So it's being able to demonstrate through, whether it's immutable backups or bare metal restores, that you have the right capabilities in place to then quickly be able to recover. When we talk about recovery, again, recovery time objectives, all those things that are contractual stipulations with your third parties, they don't matter in a real life event. And so for most organizations, thinking about how quickly you can recover starts with realizing that every event that's going to take place is never going to follow your playbook completely. So being able to think about and pivot quickly to say, how quickly can we react and how quickly can we show our recoverability? That's the most important concept for all parties involved. And from a financial services perspective and a financial institution, you need to be able to understand your ecosystem and all those critical pain points. So every third party is going to have a different weakness that you need to solve for. And being able to work with your third parties to be able to understand where those weaknesses are, invest with them to be able to say, how do we solve these weakness points? That's where you want to get to at the end of the day. A good sign to think about when a third party really understands what they're doing. It's not about, again, relying on the years past mechanisms, right? If their first reaction is, here's our business continuity plan, that doesn't work, right? That demonstrates that they're probably light years behind where they need to be. The reality is, again, thinking about what you do as an institution, what are those key mechanisms that you have from a resiliency capability? Bare metal restores, immutable backups, all those key data points. Those processes should exist with your critical third parties as well. And if they don't, the question should be, why don't they? One action that every institution should look at right now, get away from your check the box exercise, due diligence questionnaires. You have to realize that resiliency is a capability and it's something that every organization needs to look at more holistically in nature. You can't rely on a checklist to be able to demonstrate resiliency capability. So throw out all the normal third-party risk management processes that you've had for years. Reevaluate the questions you're asking, and if the question doesn't make sense, don't ask it. Ask the 20 questions that matter. Don't ask the 1,000 that don't get you to where you want to be.